Hey, ever had that billion-dollar idea but, well, $0 in the bank?
Yeah.
We've all been there. Well, you're in exactly the right place, because today we're talking about the one tool that turns those big dreams into an actual business.
Think about it. Every huge company, every game-changing idea, it all starts with this one question. You've got the vision, you've got the hustle, but the bank account? Not so much. So how do you bridge that gap? How do you go from a sketch on a napkin to an actual real-life thing that people can buy?
Well, the answer might surprise you. It's not some brand new high-tech financial wizardry. Nope. It's a tool that's been around for ages, fueling progress for literally centuries. It's the engine that gives ideas wings. And that tool is credit.
Okay, so to really get a grip on how powerful credit is today, we've got to take a little trip back in time. And trust me, this isn't some boring history lesson. It's about understanding a really basic human problem that we've all faced. Wanting or needing something right now, even if you can't pay for it all up front.
You know, it all started super simple. Forget trading goats for chickens, because that gets complicated fast. Instead, bartering turned into a simple promise. Hey, give me that thing I need now, and I promise I'll pay you back later. Simple, right? But then, boom, the Industrial Revolution hits. And that little promise, it becomes the fuel for building entire industries. And even today, with all our fancy financial systems, that core idea, get it now, pay for it later, is still the lifeblood of pretty much every business out there.
All right, so that's the history. But how does this ancient idea actually work for a business today? What's in it for you, the modern entrepreneur? What does it do?
When you boil it all down, the definition is super straightforward. It's basically a special deal. You get to borrow money to buy stuff or pay for services right now, and all you have to do is promise to pay it back later. That's it. It's all about giving you the flexibility to make moves when the time is right.
And the power this gives you is huge. I mean, think about it. You can snap up a ton of inventory right before a big holiday rush. You can finally invest in that awesome new machine that'll make everything run way faster. Or hey, maybe it's just about covering your bases, smoothing out those months where business is a little slow so you can still pay the bills. But bottom line is, credit lets you get on the offense instead of always playing defense. Okay, but let's be real. Just like any super powerful tool, this one comes with a price tag. A big one, if you're not careful. This is not free money, and you absolutely have to understand the costs if you're going to use it the right way. You're mainly looking at two big costs. First up is interest. The easiest way to think about it is like a rental fee for the money. It's a percentage of whatever you borrowed. Then you've got, well, fees. These are extra charges for all sorts of things, like applying for the loan in the first place, or, and this is a big one, paying late. And both of these get tacked on to what you owe. And here's why you got to pay attention. If those costs get too high, they start eating away at your profits. Every dollar you spend on interest and fees is a dollar you can't put back into your business to grow it. You can actually end up slowing yourself down, the exact opposite of what you wanted to do in the first place. So, knowing all that about the costs brings us to the most important part of this whole conversation, responsibility. It's one thing to have a powerful tool. It's a whole other thing to know how to use it without, causing a disaster.
And this really hits the nail on the head. Being responsible with credit doesn't mean you should be scared of it or never use it. Not at all. It's about using it to make your business stronger, to build a solid financial foundation, and to chase those big long-term goals. At the end of the day, it's about you being in the driver's seat. So what does that actually look like day to day? Well, for starters, it means you actually read the fine print. You got to know the terms inside and out. It means you do the math before you borrow to see exactly how it's going to affect your profits. It's about not getting in over your head with too much debt, and, this is huge, always paying on time. When you do all that, you're not just borrowing money, you're building trust, and that trust, that's a serious asset for your business.
So, we've seen it, right? Credit is so much more than just cash. It's a builder's tool. It can get a business off the ground, keep it running, and help it grow like crazy. But its true power is only unlocked when you use it responsibly. So that just leaves one big question for you to think about. Now that you know how it works, how are you going to use it to build your future?